I'm on now.
You are.
What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? And what's up, Sir Daryl? What it do?
What it do? We just gonna ignore Tika?
You know the routine. My God, she get a special intro because she is
Okay,
the
all right. I
celebrity,
just wanted to make sure.
celebrity guest
Okay.
host who
Yes, sir.
interviews celebrities, the
Yeah.
monster, the beast from all things freaking ruthless. We got Tika Deshawn. What's up, Deshawn?
Yeah. Woo!
Man, what an introduction. What an introduction. I absolutely appreciate it. And I'm so glad to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, I'm so detached. I mean, what episode are we doing? Because we behind.
No,
Well,
we're
I'm
not, well,
behind.
sort of.
You know,
Season 8, episode 11, called Breathe.
boom. And so I think what threw me off is because they actually did like two episodes back to back. That's what it was for like the mid-season finale. Oh no, or it didn't happen that way.
It seemed like it was 2 episodes.
Like, that's interesting
Like,
because I never watch it live. So it would, like, most people who did watch it live, they had to be bugging that another one came on right behind that. They probably weren't even ready for that.
I
I mean,
definitely was not.
I would have liked it.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Season 8, episode 11. Um, Now, Jeff, have you seen this?
I have not. I have not because I remember when last episode we did when we watched it,
That's
we
when
were
you were catching
debating it.
up.
We were right. I don't know why I feel so lost. Like I don't know what's going on. I just remember Gary walking to Andy's house,
Yep.
but for some reason I feel like I haven't seen the show in so long, which is not true. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just a few days. Ticket, you've seen it, right? Have you done your review already?
I did just a small clip. I wanted to kind of wait because I felt like this moment right here was going to happen. So yeah, I only did like a little small portion, and it was just telling us that including the fact that the show was going to be coming back next week. So
And
that
that's
was
what
it.
I told. That's what I told Jeff last week. This is what's going to happen. We're going to hit a mid-season finale, and then it, like, right in when January starts, it's coming right back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ruthless and the Oval are the ones that take the super long breaks. Those breaks be ridiculous. Well, and the Oval takes probably, they're longer, but they're normal long. Ruthless, it seems like they'll leave for almost a year. It's
Listen,
wild.
I've always labeled the ruthless fans. I've always labeled us the redhead step kids of television, like a BET Plus, because they don't tell us when the show is coming back. They barely give us any trailers. It's utterly kind of ridiculous. But at least we do have the Oval on its way back. I think that
Mm-hmm.
is January 7th or
Mm-hmm.
the second. One of the two dates is going
Yeah,
to
like
be
one it was within the first 2 weeks of January, so it's coming.
right. So at least we'll have that to kind of go off of until we can eventually get to Ruthless.
I was telling Jeff the other day that Ruthless and the Oval always have literally the few trailers they put out for Ruthless. The trailers are amazing, but what they end up doing is they take every good and exciting thing and they smash it into 1 2 minute trailer. So you basically see
Wait,
the highlights of the whole season.
not for Ruth. You talking about Ruthless or for Oval?
Well, I'm saying that they do that for both of them, but Ruthless more so than Oval. Ruthless, they always take the good stuff, all of the good stuff, and stuff it into one trailer.
But that's because they don't give us a what's going to happen next type of trailer.
That's
You,
true.
you
Yeah.
know what I
That's
mean?
true.
So you
At the
have to
end of an
basically
episode, we just at
dissect
the
that
end.
main trailer. You have to
Yeah.
dissect that main trailer to kind of figure out what's going to happen on the next episode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ruthless, bruh, the BET Plus shows, we never
Right.
get anything about the next episode. And I understand that it's a different format, without commercials, but it still seems like they could give us that.
I agree.
It's just an edit. That's all it is. All right, you all ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes, sir.
everybody. Season 8, episode 11, Breathe. Here we go.
The other partners are not just going to stand idly by while you find yourself in one salacious scandal after another.
Wow. Oh, wow. Did you just call me damaged goods? Is that what I'm hearing?
Pause it. Pause it. Like, does Andy even know what she's upset about or who she's upset? Like, whatever frustration she has, she's directing it to the wrong person. First off, she has to know. She has to know that Robin has her best interest right now. I don't understand what she's so upset about. She okay. She made a comment about being trapped up in her own penthouse. I mean, there's a huge case being built against her because Gary was possibly stabbed, which we know he's not. We know he's okay now, but I feel like Andy's just making light of the situation, and she just wants to go back to work, business as usual, but it just can't be that way. And I feel like anybody that tries to help Andy, which I already know, she just treat she gets what she needs and just tosses them to the side. Because right now I feel like Andy's just like, okay, I think I'm in the clear now. Gary, he's no longer in the hospital. I can go back to work. I don't need you anymore, Robin. Now I'm ready for greatness. I don't. That's She uses people. Oh shit! Somebody calling me. Go ahead. Anybody else got thoughts?
To me, it's not so cut and dry that Robin is on her side, or that Robin has her best interest at heart. I'm looking at this situation and I can understand how it could be frustrating, and not just frustrating, but from a legal standpoint. Okay, so what the hell difference does optics make where you're at right now from the standpoint of police officers or FBI charging you with something? They have to have the facts to charge you with something. They can't just say, this doesn't look good, so now we're going to charge you with something. They can say, this doesn't look good.
Sir
It might
Daryl.
open up an investigation, but the investigation is already open. So what optics at the level that where she's at right now, optics are irrelevant. Optics might become more relevant if she is charged. Optics might become more relevant if she wasn't under investigation, but she is under investigation right now. So no matter what they do, they still are going to need facts in order to bring charges. Optics can't bring charges.
Oh my God. You know how bad this look. Just to cut down on the confusion at a minimum. How would you explain him even being at that house right now? How would you explain that?
Well, I don't know. That's
I
different.
mean, like, I, but what I'm just saying, I think optics do matter. You know, how would you explain him being at that house right now? And then at her law firm, I'm pretty sure that someone's looking at her. I think Robin's just giving her some good advice. Like, listen, the partner's not gonna go for this crap, and she's just kind of firing back, like, oh, for all the money I generated. How many people have had jobs where they bust their behind, and once you twist your ankle, they send you on your way with the give. They send you on your way. So she thinks she's something special. Yes, she bringing in that billionaire client was a one in a million, but she needs to forget she can be replaced. She can be replaced.
Yeah, when we're talking about it from the job standpoint, I do agree with you there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I mean, I believe that, unfortunately, because Andy has placed herself in so many different situations, so many rough predicaments, and it's affecting the law firm. Like, these attorneys, this sea of white men see that this black woman, and I hate to use the color thing, but that's just what it is. They see that she's continually getting into something, continually being investigated. There's too many issues behind her. So I understand when Robin asked her, not to go to the law firm right now because it's just too much on you. And again, and then just like Jeffrey was saying, how can you explain Gary being in your place even after someone accused you of potentially taking him out or trying to take him out? Where's the explanation behind any of that? And if anything, she just really needs to relax until they can clear all of this stuff up so that her name, she can go in with the clean slate. But I don't know how clean her slate's going to be considering her history with having problems within that firm.
I don't know how Gary being at her house though. I don't know what's to that is not in contradiction to the character that she's playing about still being in love with him. That to me fits within the framework of the image that she's trying to portray. But again, when it comes back to the job, I'm not arguing that point at all. I completely agree with both of you all on that. In fact, I had even forgotten that the firm found out that she was with Gary when they had Gary's wife as a client. I just completely forgot about that. How she didn't get fired. Well, how did she not get fired? She pulled some major, something happened. Something major ended up happening where she didn't get fired from that. It was a miracle. But yeah, she's walking on thin ice at work for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what? You know what would shake this show up? She needs to get knocked down off that high horse, lose that freaking job. She needs to lose that job, lose that penthouse. She needs to stay with one of the sisters. But I just want
Oh,
to see that. I want
Danny.
to
She
see
should
her
stay with Danny.
lose that job, stay with one of the sisters. Be like, girl, I need somewhere to rest my head. Because when you think about it, uh, Andy has the sisters, but she don't have like a main sidekick like a Angela. You know, she got one of the sisters, so she's gonna have to stay at one of their houses. And I think that will bring her down to freaking earth. Bring her down to freaking earth to have to sleep on somebody's couch. You know, mop the floor at Karen's salon or something. That's what I want to see. I
That
want to
would
see
be
her be knocked down a
hysterical.
peg or two.
That would
I
be
want to see her be
hysterical.
knocked
Where
down a
would
peg
she
or
say?
two. Mm.
I say the only real realistic proposition for her to stay with somebody is Sabrina. I said nobody else. I like Karen is about to have babies, so she ain't trying to be in that environment. She cannot stay with Danny. She just cannot stay with Danny. Sabrina is the only option, I think.
Well, I mean, to me, I think any one of the sisters would be an option because freaking Sabrina got her own thing going on too. She got a new boyfriend. She's trying to get pregnant. She's got a lot going on too. So they all got stuff going on. Um, Danny has mental stuff going on, but her house is empty.
It's empty, but it's a studio.
Okay, sleeping on the couch. That's
Mm,
what we want to see. That's what I want to
I would
see.
love to see
I
that.
want to see. I want to see her get knocked down a peg or two. That's the only way it's gonna stick. That's what I think.
I would love to see that. Would you?
Did
Hmm.
happen. How would you have felt?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I'd be lying if I said it. To put my lips on yours right now.
Ever asked?
Pause it for a second. Stuff that I'm gonna say doesn't make any sense right now, but floozy, huzzy, trollop. That's what comes to mind when I think of Andy. She is all of those things. Um, Not just because she can't commit. I mean, it's fine if you want to be the type of person that dates and get around, but she screws people over royally when she does it. You got a lot of people that have casual sex or whatever, which is fine, but she gives people a false sense of, I'm gonna be here for you. I want to be part of your life, and then screwing them over. And that's my problem with Andy. Hmm.
But she never gave him that when he returned. She never was like, okay, I want you just as much as you want me. Yeah, there was a little bit of a close call, but then she realized, okay, I need to retract from this whole situation. And he volunteered to be her attorney.
Mm-mm.
So this is on Robin, and
No.
Robin is in his feelings right now, which makes me feel like he has something to do with this whole situation with Gary, but that's just my opinion.
I hear what you're saying, Tika, but I'm talking Andy as a whole. She screws people over. When you think about Jordan, what she did to Jordan, she screwed him over. What she did with the freaking janitor when she was drunk and had sloppy sex with him. She really didn't screw that guy over because he had sex with her, but it could have been something. He seemed to be interested in her, but he was below her standards. You know. Andy screws people over. So I'm not just talking about Robin right now because Robin, they did just have a casual sex, so there was nothing set in stone between them. But I'm talking about Andy as a whole, in general, she screws people over.
But Andy got something going on to where they keep coming behind her. So
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
something to do with them too. They keep falling for her trap, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andy definitely has got some magic going on somewhere.
yeah, I'm sure.
Career. I'm here for my sister Penelope Williams. Oh,
Now, is that the same sister who's in?
Um, I don't mean to be petty, but there's clearly nothing in that cup, and she's just steeping that tea, like it's just so fresh, tilting that thing halfway this way as she's about to drink it. That's all. Just a little observation.
Leave that freaking lady alone. She is funny, 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 funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, almost on the verge of slapstick, which I hate, but she is funny. Um, better question is, how much sympathy do we have for Jordan in this moment? Him getting berated with all these questions and comments. How much sympathy do we have for him?
I got sympathy for him. I mean, you don't.
No, no, no. For what?
He wasn't guilty of
All,
these things.
all. Okay, but he still. It doesn't matter if he's not guilty. You know, the perception is, and this is in black and white. This lady saying the perception is that he was. When somebody says that about you, it stains you, which sucks. But
That's why I feel sympathy for him.
but all the red flags that he had in the beginning when getting with Andy, how messy was it that he still moved forward with that relationship? How messy is that? How stupid is that?
I do remember at the time you talking much garbage about that.
Right. And I still stand firm on that. He's a fool. He is a fool. He gets no sympathy because he must like it. He must like it because
You,
Tika,
you
what you
can't
think?
you
How much
can't help who you love. You can't help who you love. And unfortunately he fell for the wrong woman that has placed him in a jacked up situation. And now it's like his not his past that's not his past is coming back to haunt him with all these different allegations. But I just thought it was low-key, high-key disrespectful for the police officer to do him like that. I'm like, girl,
Steeping
just do
while
your
steeping
job.
that tea.
Question. Like, I mean, I love my ghetto sisters, but she's one of the police officers that will make you want to nuck if you bug. That's all I'm saying. Like, she was just doing entirely too much. Yes, there was some comedy behind it, but she was doing too much. Like, just answer the man questions. But I
Yeah,
guess if she
he hadn't even got to his question. She didn't even want to
right,
hear his question. She just took this as an opportunity. Like, here you are. You're talking to me. I know who you are. I seen you over there the whole time. And here's my turn to let your ass have it. That's the way. That's the energy she
um,
brought.
I'm saying that is real. How many of them like that in real life sitting behind that freaking desk? They don't work the streets, they work that freaking desk. That is some real stuff. And she's playing that part. And I still have no sympathy for him. Yeah, she was wrong. She was out of pocket, but I have no sympathy for him. He needs that. He needs a good firm slap in the face to wake up. That's what he needs.
but at this point though, he's just trying to, help his sister out. Now he's not thinking about Andy. He's thinking about,
Yes, he is.
getting his Penelope out of this situation.
Tika, you know full and well when it comes to Andy and she bats those eyes, he is kind of on the fence. You let Andy work him for a good 20 minutes. She can get him in the bed. You know it's true. You know it's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Remember when he found out about this and that, and he couldn't eat for weeks and weeks, and his
See,
sister was God knows where, but he was still worried about Andy. I couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, his sister was just missing, no trace, but Andy. Yeah, that was
Andy. Mm.
Stop
Pause
doing so much drama.
Zach caused too much drama.
Um, Tika, last episode, if I recall, Zach um popped up at Karen's shop once again. Um, I think he ran it past the team or whatever, but he popped up just randomly for no real reason. Um,
You know
I
that.
had an issue. I had an issue with it. Sir Daryl didn't find any issue with it. I feel like the lines are kind of being blurred. When he popped up, Aaron was there touching the baby bump, and he kind of gave Aaron like a look like, eh, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why Zach was there. Whatever he had to talk about, it could have been over the phone. And he ended up leaving after just touching a baby bump, and he was feeling like bummed out because he didn't feel the baby kicking. I didn't understand why he was getting upset about that. I didn't understand why he just popped up unannounced, knowing that Karen, she still has to work. She does heads. So, do you think Zach popping up unannounced is an issue or not?
No, because there's nothing going on between Zach and Karen other than the fact that they have to co-parent. Even though the babies aren't here just yet, he still has to build a relationship, so to speak, just to be able to co-parent amicably with Karen. And he wants to bond with the baby inside the womb. I think we talked about this where if he can even say, just give the baby a version of his voice or a sample of his voice, and then when that baby is born, the baby can possibly, be able to connect with him. As we continue to watch this episode, there's some things that Zach is going to do that's going to be a little too far, and we'll get to that. But as far as him popping up, like everybody pop up at Karen's salon. Like there's no appointments unless you're in there to actually get your hair done, and it's just Zach. And as long as he communicating with Fatima that hey, I'm gonna go swing by the salon and check on my baby, meaning the baby in her stomach, then it's all good. I ain't finding an issue out of it.
Tegan, just like you said, in a normal situation, yes, a pop up isn't fine. But Karen and Fatima was just at each other's throats. They just getting that good. We don't need the drama. I know they're doing it just for TV and aesthetics, but even Karen was like, "Listen, do Fatima know you here?" You know, even when even when he lied about something while he was there. He was like, I was just in the neighborhood. I don't even know why he lied about that. He was there just to see Karen. He should have just said that. But he was like, no, I was just in the neighborhood. But he needs to announce when he's coming, which he kind of did, but he can't just pop up because they don't have a normal relationship. Can you agree on that?
Her business is a public place. I see if he was popping up at her
No,
house. That's a
I
public, like
get
her
it.
public place.
It
I
is
don't
a public.
wrong with it, Jeffrey.
You right on paper. There is nothing wrong with it. You right. It's a public place. It's not her house, but it is her salon, and she's going to be there. So if he chooses to pop up and Fatima doesn't know about it, she might say she's okay with it. Let's just say he pops up at the salon without telling Fatima what's going to be in the back of Fatima's head.
I'm sure she's gonna think he's kind of falling back for his baby's mother, but that's the relationship
Exactly.
that Zach and Fatima currently have. They communicated, and he's telling her, he's making her aware of Zach, or making her aware of him going to Cameron's salon. Um,
so
I don't
let me
know.
ask you a question. Let me ask this. So, Jeff, you're saying that if he shows up and Fatima finds out about it, just if he continues this pattern, Fatima finds out about it, Fatima's going to be all pissed off. Are you, if that scenario plays out, are you then going to say, and Fatima had every right to be all pissed off? Is that going to be your stance, or is your stance going to be she is absolutely tripping? There's nothing wrong with him showing up. Like, are you going to flip it once
No,
the
I'm not
scenario
gonna.
you
I'm I'm not gonna flip it, but I'm saying I can't. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't read the future. But what I'm saying is, you opening up the path for something like that. And I know it sounds wonky with me saying it, but I'm just with their past history. It does not make sense for him to be popping up. It
So
doesn't
what
make
is your
sense to
stance
me.
going to be is my question. If that happens and Fatima does snap off and freak out about it, what will your stance be to that scenario?
I'm gonna just say I told you.
And so who's going to be in the right and who's going to be in the wrong at that point?
It's not. You know what? I can't call it a right or wrong. I'm just saying he should not be going. When that situation, knowing how Fatima is, knowing how he is, they are both bananas. Okay, he shouldn't be going over there. That's all I'm saying. Okay, like, he just had sex what 8 9 months ago. Like, come on.
Less
I
than that.
mean, no,
Less than that.
he should not be going over there. He should not be going
So
over there. I don't care what nobody says.
where should he be meeting her at? Where should he go just to connect and vibe with the baby? Because it's only all about the baby. It's not, they're on the same page as far as, okay, we're not kicking it like that. We're not trying to reestablish our intimate relationship. It's just about me connecting and bonding with my child. So I mean, he could shoot her a text or call her and say, hey, I want to swing by. I get that. He could say, I want to swing by the salon just to, check on you and the
That's
baby.
it.
And that's cool. I understand that part, but it's better a pop-up at the salon than a pop-up at her crib. And then there'll definitely be some issues, like what you going to her house for, So
He brings drama. He brings drama all the time. Like that last episode with him and Aaron, he was already starting with Aaron. Already starting with Aaron. Like Zach can be a lot. He's cool when he's cool, but like on Sisters, he is so freaking goofy and annoying sometimes. But yeah,
I'm
that's
a little annoyed right now because Tika a little while ago said that in this episode that he's going to do something that's going to cross the line. And I'm like, damn, here I am over here defending him and ready to just go to bat for him. But it don't even matter because he's going to blow that all out of the water in just a few minutes. He definitely he's still very immature.
Yeah, he's childish and he still has some growing to do.
Yeah.
It's no excuse because you're a daddy already. You're a father to Michael, so you should, But it's if you've been like this for a certain amount of time, it takes a minute to reprogram yourself to do better. So
and so unfortunately, so many people never reprogram themselves. They just stay that way throughout the child's life, and then the child gets older, and then the child has grown up seeing this crazy dysfunction on both mother and father side the entire time. That's the real sad part when we're really getting away from a TV show and seeing the truth. This scenario, well, this is a crazy scenario where a woman has two babies in her stomach from two different fathers. That's so rare that it's ridiculous. But the dysfunction around it is not only not rare, it's probably not even exaggerated. So many dysfunctional families exist and dysfunctional relationships, and so many children grow up in those dysfunctional relationships from birth up into adulthood, and then we wonder why they're dysfunctional as adults.
Right.
That's the real sad part. I wish this was just fairy tale.
Oh my God, he told me not to breastfeed so he and Fatima could take the baby in sooner.
Oh, I know you're lying.
No. Oh my God. Gosh, what is wrong with him? I'm sorry, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Damn,
sorry.
girl, you know I'm headed.
Everything about that scene, she's absolutely tripping with that poor woman is getting the brunt of it. That is wild. He asked her specifically not to breastfeed.
That was the part.
Is that a joke? Do you think that was just like a little smart joke that he probably isn't?
It wouldn't be a good one. It wouldn't be a good one. Out of pocket. It would be out of line to be, to talk about her freaking breast. If it was a joke, he's out of line. But what did she mean? I didn't understand when she said that don't breastfeed so they can take what? So they can take the baby.
They can take the baby earlier. Like when a woman is breastfeeding, the baby is kind of tied to the mother for a while. And at a certain point, she might pump but I'm speaking from experience. Most babies that start on the breast don't want to go to a bottle. They have a hard time going from breast to bottle. That does not work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you obviously this was. I wouldn't think a guy would think about that. So was that Zach's thoughts? I can't imagine anybody else talking to him about that.
Zach googling everything. He's googling baby items. He
He's
had
obsessed right
to.
now.
Right, he's obsessed. And so he had to have gotten that internet. I mean, that information straight off of the internet, straight off Beyonce's internet.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Some
and
some
it's like,
male some male site that's geared towards fathers' rights.
right, right. Just too much. I mean, that's the connection that the child and the mother has with breastfeeding and all of that. And basically you're saying don't breastfeed so I can, take the baby in my house with Fatima. We can spend time with the baby at home. I understand that's what you're trying to do, Zach, but wrong timing. Like, it's wrong
Absolutely.
timing.
Yeah,
Wrong
that's just something to never bring up ever. It's like you find
ever.
out that the mother is breastfeeding, you just got to ride that out. You just have to ride that out until it's not a thing anymore. But it really does cut into like weekends away or whole taking the baby for a week, that type of thing. It does cut into it unless you can also get that baby to also, bottle feed as well.
Yep.
Which again is rough.
All right, so what you want to do? You want to play horse or you want to do 21?
All right, she may not know what 21 is, but I don't know what horse is. What the hell is horse?
From back when I played, horse is whatever shot the person makes, you just copy them. And if you make the shot and I miss it, then that's basically horse. You just copying the type of shot, like a jump shot or a three, and you basically just mimicking that person from what I
So
remember.
you
But
make the shot, and I try to make the shot you just made. Do I now make another shot that you
yeah,
now got to
so
mimic?
so I make the shot. So you make the shot first, then I take the second jump shot, then you go again. So we just keep going until one of us misses,
So when
and
one
that's
of us,
that's
when one
how I
of
used
us,
to play horse.
so when one of us misses, then now you lead. You take the shot, and now I gotta try to match what you do.
Yeah, and I can't remember if we kept points or something like that, but yeah, basically we would start like we would just work our way around the court, getting further and further back. That's what I remember. So you kind of start off close, and then after each shot, you take a few steps back, and that's how we played horse. Yeah.
All right.
Tried to do this
Thank
the
you.
easy way. Gentlemen, he's a danger to himself. Please sedate him.
No, fine.
It,
Can't do this to me. Get the
since when can anybody like just be like sedate this person, especially if like when
Just
is that okay or what is
somebody in the room. Somebody who's just standing there. Sedate him. Can he order an operation if he wanted to?
yeah, get some surgery going on.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh my goodness. All right.
Tried to do this the easy way. Gentlemen, he's a danger to himself. Please sedate him.
fine. No.
It,
Can't do this to me. Get the
since when can anybody like just be like sedate this person, especially if like when
Just
is that okay or what is
somebody in the room. Somebody who's just standing there. Sedate him. Can he order an operation if he wanted to?
yeah, get some surgery going on.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh my goodness.
Robin didn't say nothing? No, you've been the only person keeping me informed. Shit. Whatever it is, it looks intense.
Such a freaking liar, talking about something no, Robin wasn't trying to keep her informed. He gave her the freaking heads up that the partners weren't going to be going for that crap, and she wasn't trying to hear it. And lo and behold, soon as she walks in the building, the first thing she was concerned is was talking about Hayden and being messy, which is so stupid. That should be well, why you talking fixated on Hayden? You got bigger fish to fry, and just like Robin said, the partners aren't going for this crap, and she is shocked and appalled that they in a conference room talking hush hush. What did she think was gonna happen? I don't know. That's sad.
Yeah, he tried to protect her, but she took her and her pink suit went on right into that office. So yeah, like you said, she was so focused on where's Hayden, and I guess because of the fact that Hayden basically has taken her job temporarily, so she's trying to figure out when he's gonna just pop up. You know, he's good at popping up like a ninja out of nowhere. So she's trying to figure out that, but then yeah, girl, they having a whole meeting and it's about you. And you just there. You should have stayed home, took the week that Robin told you to take. He said come back next week, but no, you decided to pull up anyway. So whatever happens at this
Well,
point,
that's true, but with her and Robin, the lines between management and colleague have been blurred because clearly he told her to stay home and she's just not gonna listen because she thinks she can, which in reality Robin was supposed to lay down the law like, no, you're not. You're gonna stay home like I told you to. But since she's Andy and they knock boots once or twice, she gets to do what she wants to do. So Robin shouldn't be there to me. Somebody else should be running the firm because he's gonna take it easy on Andy. That's it. Oh no, shit.
Team, it's after 7. Shouldn't you be heading home?
Well, since my boss is back, I figured I would stay
Pause
just as long
it.
as she needs me.
Pause it, baby. Big mouth. Freaking Robin just said it's after 7. Shouldn't you be getting on? But you got the nerve to say, since my boss is back. As far as you know, she might be fired. But she's had such a big mouth. She doesn't. Now, Tika, you saw the whole episode. So what do they mean by it's for the best? Cause I want to know.
you want to spoil it?
Well, I'll wait. I'll wait. But I hope it's in line with what I was saying. She needs to be knocked down a peg or two.
Yeah, I mean,
She
I
needs
would
to be knocked
imagine
down a peg.
He's
that's
about to
my
reveal it,
thought.
literally.
And I didn't like how Fatima came at Robin.
Of course you didn't,
You know,
because you don't like
okay, but
anything
but
Fatima
but
does.
Sarah Darrow, you know what's Robin is Andy's boss. So what would I look like talking back to the superior? Oh, my boss is back, so I think you don't see nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's wild. That's crazy.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
I mean, I can't defend that.
I know, but you was down my throat a second ago. But
Hey, listen, I'm nuanced.
I don't know.
Okay, but if you need me, just say the word, and I'll come back with my other bag, the heavy one.
Well, you put the gun I gave you back in your bag.
Did she just threaten to shoot Robin?
Pretty much. Pretty much. The owner, the main person over the business, and you talking about I'm
Coming back with that bag. And he knows what's in it. So he understands that this isn't even a hidden threat. He understands fully the threat she just made against him.
Yep.
Woo!
You're being suspended and put on temporary leave pending the outcome of the FBI's investigation into Gary Borders.
And what about managing partner? Is that
Pause
the one
it.
you wanted, isn't it?
Pause it. She got some freaking nerve for one putting your hands on somebody. But I put that to the side. They knock boots. They this a certain. I set that to the side. But they are all managing partners that was in that room. I didn't see her slapping none of them because they are white. You know what I mean? So why would you slap Robin and not them? Why would you put all your anger towards the one freaking person who at least gave you a heads up? I don't understand that. And people do this kind of stuff in real life, but I don't understand. You putting all your anger towards the wrong person. Or even if you wanted to say all of the managing partners, I would have took that. Like, I'm mad at all of y'all. What did Robin do wrong?
He delivered the message. if you
Deliver the
notice,
message.
if you remember that one partner came out and he was like, "I'm sorry, Andy, this is not what I wanted," or whatever he said. He didn't give her the full details as to
And if
what
he had, she wouldn't have slapped him.
exactly.
Exactly. I mean, maybe she didn't want to know what happened to the follow up. Well, what you mean? Let me stop you. What you mean? She didn't ask a follow up question. He just walked off.
Yep.
You know. But that's that self entitlement. She feels like, oh, I can get away with slapping you. You got some of this. You got some of this box, so I can put my hands on you. Hmm.
Yeah, she was
Rite
out
of
of line.
passage.
She
Right
was
of
out of line.
passage. They're wrong, but you know what? I hope that I know she's not gonna learn from this, but I hope she gets knocked down a few more pegs. She needs this. She needs this. Managing partner, girl. What you that should be? You should need to be focused on keeping your freaking job. Managing partner after this huge scandal. All right.
Again.
But I need to see Zach.
Pause it.
Yeah,
You know, I have to say, I need to say this. She's wrong for popping up because it goes both. It goes. First off, don't try me like that because
I'm
I've let Karen have it all the freaking time, but people just don't. They see what they want to say. They
I'm
see what they
absorbing
want
it.
to
That's
say.
all. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Don't
But,
don't
but
don't detour.
you can absorb it all you want to because I let her have it all the time.
Don't
You just
detour.
don't notice
Continue.
it. She was so wrong for popping up at that house. It could have been a freaking phone call,
Mhm.
you know. And I don't understand why they write it as such. A freaking phone call. Well, what's up, Zach? I need to talk to you about something. And that, and at first I thought she was there to see Fatima, and talk some Rooster Riches or something like that. But that still could have been a phone call. So I don't like the fact that she popped up at the house in the middle of the night. You know, whatever she has to talk about could wait until the morning. That's what I think.
Okay.
So
Good.
which was more wrong, Jeff? Zach popping up at her salon or in the middle of the day, or her popping up
They
at
both
their
was wrong.
home?
They both was right, and I let you know they both was wrong because, like I say, blurring the lines, Tika, blurring the lines. She's wrong for popping up at that house. She's completely wrong for popping up at that house. Zach popping up at the salon, like you said, it's a public place. I just felt like knowing their history, recent history, he shouldn't be popping up there because the baby's not even there yet. Yeah, I get all of that trying to bond with the baby bump and all that. No, no,
So you're
no,
putting
you
them on
don't
the
want
same
to.
level as one another. The two
No,
popping up.
no, that those two situations are not on the same level. Karen actually coming to the house, that's where they live at. I would say it's more wrong.
Okay,
You
because
know
that's
that is more,
that's
but
that's the question that Tigger actually asked. So
I
the answer.
and I just answered it, and I just freaking
Well, I had to
answered it. I
drag
don't
it
have to
out of you.
beat
I had to
around.
drag it
I
out of
don't
you.
have to. No, you didn't have to drag shit. You didn't have to drag shit. You get that right.
I had to
Go
drag it out of you.
ahead.
You wouldn't answer the question.
No,
You
you
just started
didn't.
going back and forth
Tigger,
about this roundabout thing.
Tigger,
This
Tigger,
whole
Tigger, did
roundabout
I
thing
freaking
you did, which was
Tigger,
ridiculous.
Tigger, Tigger, did I freaking beat around? Hold on. Did I
Yes,
beat
you
around the
did.
bush or
How
did
can
I
you
answer the
even?
freak? No, I
How
didn't.
can you even possibly deny that you was beating around a bush? It
No,
was
I
only because
wasn't.
when I
I
came
was
back to you and asked you which one was more
no,
wrong that you
no,
would finally address the
no,
question that Tigger asked.
no. No, you trying to spice up the show. You trying to add some Zatarans to the show. No, every question you asked me, I answered it. I answered every question, asked and answered. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
All right. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how this go down.
You got my list then.
Oh, I got his list. I got his whole list, all of the lists.
Okay.
The pacifier list, right?
Yeah.
The safe and
Oh, that's what it's about. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay.
Now, I don't know that I still feel that strongly about my feeling about her. This might have been something to come over for. You know,
Yeah.
for Zach,
No.
no, wait. For Zach to be that inappropriate with her, you have to sometimes be as inappropriate in another way to get your point across. She's about to get her point across. Jack will never do that again. If she's really about to go down the list, Zach will never do that again.
All right.
We'll see.
Let me catch my breath.
Oh, it's like that.
Oh,
Whose
is
is
it?
it?
It's yours.
Not that I want to spend too much time on Tamara, but I really don't know much about her. Where does she freaking live at? Like every time we see her, it's like at some hotel or extended stay hotel or something like that. So does she really have her own house? Because I know when she wasn't at Hayden's house, she was staying in the hotel. So does she like have a house? And are her and Hayden going to be like exclusive? Like I don't understand. Like what are y'all thoughts on Tamara?
I don't know anything about where he lives. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I don't understand that. I don't even understand where we are with that relationship, to be honest. It seems like a bunch of stuff just went missing from the standpoint of how we got over some stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
she's speculating that he has something to do with Gary's situation. And so basically she's still around because he thinks that she knows something about him. Now I don't know if he has something to do with Gary being stabbed. It seems like he does, but then it seems like, he didn't have anything to do with it. But she knows that he was not home the night that or the day that Gary got stabbed. So she kind of has something on him and he's just kind of keeping her around. He likes her. I mean, even halfway loves her, but then now it's at the point where he knows that she messed around with Gary and he still got the insecurity. So it's sort of like you don't want me, but you don't want me with anybody else. That's the feeling that he's giving me when it comes to Tamara. I don't know why he likes her, I guess, enough to keep her around. But like I said, I think she has something on him in regards to the whole Gary situation. Because at the end of the season, the very last thing, or the when they had a conversation, she was saying something to the fact that because when she walked in, I'm all over the place, but when she walked in, he was packing his bags, like trying to hurry up and go somewhere.
Yeah, he was leaving the country.
Right.
He had his passport. He was leaving the country.
Yeah.
And then he went to work.
Yeah. Because she kind of felt like, or he felt like she may have something on him. So you can't leave now,
Hey.
It's yours, Daddy.
Yeah. Tell me it's the best you ever had.
It is the best ever, Daddy.
So one thing that we can be sure about, she's definitely, no matter what his intentions are, we know that she's playing him because we've seen the look on her face when he turns away or walks out the door. We've seen the disgust and the thing where, nobody's looking type of a thing. So we know she ain't feeling him at all.
But what is she trying to get from him though?
I don't know. That's something, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Security. She got a place to stay. She could get money whenever she want from out of him. She didn't have anything. She worked for Fatima's family, or not the family, but Madam. And so she can kind of she got a place to stay with Hayden. She's got money with Hayden. She got security.
Was she a stripper? Well, Madam doesn't have female strippers, does she?
Madam, I was about to go into the book, but
maybe we just don't see them because they what's the name? Yes, they have Trouble. Trouble is a female.
Okay, but that's different. She would never she would never be at that club stripping.
Not necessarily. She could be one of the girls that picks the money up off the floor. She could be bartender, or not bartender, but maybe a waitress in some shape, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like she could be a fluffer. Like there's jobs that the females have at Madam's Club.
Yeah.
All right.
Embarrassment for you.
All right, Lisa Leslie. I'm just glad your ass didn't yell at me
Pause
because we really have some problems.
said there, you kind of predicted how the scene was going to play out. Remember, we talked about the basketball scene with Sabrina and her boyfriend, and you was like, I hope they just don't just play a clip showing after they had the game, but not
Oh
during
yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed her like take one jump shot, but that was it.
One
That
fake
was
jump shot, and then we saw the trickery of the camera and the ball, but they didn't take it no further than that.
I thought it was gonna be like Love and Basketball, this old movie I used to love, but it wasn't. You know.
You know, now that I think about it, I'm kind of glad that they didn't. I would have, this scene would have probably been just way too cheesy if they tried to make Sabrina actually play ball. Unless she
I would
really
have
knows how
loved
to
it.
play, they would have done just some ridiculous tomfoolery type stuff with the editing.
I would have loved it. You know, it don't take much to play an athlete. Vivica Fox did it, and she looked amazing. Um, uh, she played a basketball player in Joanna Man, and she was amazing. But I mean, I know they don't have time for all of that. Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry shows they shoot what episodes in a day, or a few episodes in a day, or something like that,
Yeah.
from what I understand. So they don't
And
have
they don't
time to
have
show her
time.
all of that.
They don't have time for if you make a mistake, you just keep talking and fix it yourself.
I wanted to
Yeah, I
see.
get it.
I wanted to see just a little, even if it was some first. He's shooting with one leg up, and she attempt to shoot with one leg up, or something. Just anything, just a little moment, a real moment. You know what I mean? But I get it. Like you guys are saying, they had to kind of speed it up because they
No,
got
they
other
didn't
stuff.
have to. They if they really wanted to make that scene happen, they could have. I just know that the Tyler Perry universe, it would have been cheesy. That's what I mean. Like, on a regular show, it wouldn't be cheesy. It
I I
would have been good.
I, I would have liked to see it because it kind of opened up another layer to Sabrina other than just talking about babies and which is fine, but to see that she had an athletic side and she actually played ball and all in middle school and some high school and she was on a basketball team and I thought that was just so cool and interesting, but yeah.
Maybe that's why they couldn't do it because she probably can't play at all, and they didn't wrote on it that she used to play.
Yeah, well,
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
He got like a real grab in there. Like that wasn't one of those. That wasn't one of those like fake touch around the area. He really got a chance to get in there and get the goods.
yeah.
That was impressive.
There's some advantages to acting.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. Because I'm tired of feeling like you're patient.
Pause it.
You know what?
I think I said it before, and let me know, y'all, if y'all disagree. I think Danny should she needs to be single. She needs to stay by herself. I know I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. She needs to stay single because I don't think she can handle being in a relationship, even a bland relationship. She couldn't handle, so she definitely can't be in a relationship with this guy. He's a little more spicier than Preston was. But oh, actually, they were the same to me. It's just this guy is a little more animated than Preston, but they are the same. They catered to her. They allowed her to. I don't know. They allowed her to take control and do what she wants. And it's still not enough. So I think Danny needs to be single. That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think.
I agree. She definitely needs to be by herself until she can heal. There's something going on with Danny. I don't think we have yet to touch the surface as to what trauma has caused her to be the way that she is. I don't know if it was something in college. I don't know if it was something with her upbringing, but there is some trauma there that needs to be healed, and she needs to be by herself until she can work through everything, that whatever it is that triggered her to be, this way. Cause she just snapped on him out of the blue. Like you say you want it, but then you don't, and then you start thinking about what the doctor said, and then you kind of push him away. It's like this whole tug of war with him. And yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, she just need to be solo until she can get it together.
I agree, but I think it's even deeper than just her relationship. I mean, I think it rolls into her relationship at work, with work, her relationship with all of the sisters. Like, I think that she is so toxic in the way that she expresses herself, the way she quote unquote tells it like it is, as everybody else seems to give it to her. She has no ability to to watch how she speaks or think about what the effects are on other people, and even seems to go out of her way to find the most hurtful things to say. And it's not just always just the truth. Sometimes it seems like she goes out of her way to find the most hurtful thing to say in a situation, or she knows she finds people's spots or the things that are sensitive to people, and will dag and just jab right into that, and then say, hey, I'm the only person telling it like it is. I'm the only person telling it like it is. I think that's her overall personality. And then when it's a relationship with a guy, it seems like it seems like it gets focused on more, but I think it's literally the same behavior as everybody else. But since they have been around her for so long through college, that they put up with it more. Even though one time Karen was just like, screw it, I'm done. Well, didn't she stop? Yeah, she did. She stopped talking to Danny for a while. Just like, I can't do you anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not
that was
disagreeing though.
time. You say you're not agreeing?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying it's even deeper than relationships, as far as I'm concerned.
I think the relationship part triggers her the most. That's what I think. Yeah, you're probably right. It's a little more deeper than that, but this is agitating it. You know, I don't know, maybe she need to continue to vape. There's nothing wrong with that. I think she vapes marijuana. There's nothing wrong with that.
She never slowed down.
Yes, she did. She just said she stopped. Didn't she?
Oh, she said she stopped. I missed that.
She said she uses it to cope with certain things like the drinking and vaping. So that particular night she wasn't drinking or vaping. Um, I'm fine with her not drinking, but uh I think she only vapes the marijuana, and I think that a lot of people swear that helps with anxiety and all that fun
It
stuff.
helps with all kind of
You
stuff.
know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That's it. She needs to stay single. That's it.
I don't stay anywhere I'm not wanted.
So take the ride. Go.
You don't need it anyway.
Who's slamming my shit?
Pause it. All this time she's still standing in that still standing there, but okay, I'll I understand the timing, but if you're running towards the elevator or exit, why stop right there? Why not just keep going to get to the door, whoever you were going to?
And if the
Why
person's
stop
standing behind you, uh, uh, they watch you run right in front of the wall that you're hiding behind. They just watched you do it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Karen, are you
know.
okay?
Oh, Karen. Karen,
What
I
is it?
think I'm going into labor.
Oh, no.
I'll get the keys. I'll get the keys.
Hurry, Zach.
Wow.
So that is yeah, what a mid-season finale.
Wow. Wow. Um, overall score. Let's talk overall score for the episode. And what do we think of that little teaser at the end? I want to talk overall score of the show. I'll start with you, Tika.
Oh, 8.5. I mean, even though they're like the most dysfunctional people in the world, I still continue to check the show out from week to week. And so, everything played itself other than the fact, like I said, I really wanted to see Sabrina and Rich. Is Rich Tony Rich? Rich. I really want to see them play that basketball game just a little bit. Like I know that's a little minute detail, but just some fun, just some because everything else is just so heavy within the show. So just a little fun would have kind of broken up the monotony of that show, that part of the show.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, 8.5. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna watch it regardless.
I'm giving it a 9. There was enough that went on in this episode that made me give it a 9.
Uh, yeah, I would agree. I'm trying to. Yeah, the only thing, like Tika said, I wanted to see more with that basketball because I felt like it got built up just a little bit. So I was anticipating a little more from that basketball scene, and I didn't get it, which so I'm also gonna say 8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
Yeah.
Um, from the clip that we saw Hayden looks like he was about to, suffocate Gary. We know he wasn't gonna fluff his pillow. I'm assuming somebody's gonna walk in and stop him. What do you guys think?
Of course. Of course. I don't think I suspect he's not gonna like have a conscience. I suspect that somebody's gonna come in and he's gonna pretend like that's not what he was doing.
Okay, that's Tika. Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much same thing. Same thing. Gary has like 1,000 lives, so no matter what, he'll be here probably or be there for 2 more seasons, if not more than that. But yeah, I would at least like to see Hayden get the pillow over his face and have him struggle a little bit. Just a little bit. Gary irks my nerves, and so any torment that happens to Gary, I'm okay with it. So put the pillow on his face, and even if it's 5 seconds.
But I think he's sedated, so he wouldn't be struggling at all because he's sedated, right?
Yeah, he might wake out of it. They put that sedation. They gave it sedation to him like earlier in the episode.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right. Booms. All right. So two things with Andy. What we saw her being followed was who do you think this person was following her? Looked like a heavyset guy who I've never seen before.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
him. Who's he working for is the question. He could be some of what's Gary's friend, that guy that's in the room with him. He could be
Oh,
working with
Mr. Hudson.
yeah, with Hudson. Whoever Hudson got on the phone to call or to talk with, that guy could be working with Hudson and whoever the guy is on the phone or the individual is on the phone.
Mm.
Just my thoughts.
I'm trying to think to rough her up, but I wouldn't see the angle behind that. And the way how Andy looked prepared. She did the little Fatima 1-2 jet like the little preparations Fatima gave her. She kind of looked proud of herself because she did that same little cheesy stance. I almost want to say that this is going to be a misunderstanding. Like the guy was just like, I was here to give you an envelope or to ask you a question or to serve you or something. I feel like the guy wasn't there to. Well, he was hiding, so that is suspect. If I'm here to just ask you a question or to follow you, I wouldn't be hiding behind a post. So he definitely was trying to stay out of her eyesight, right?
Yeah.
So
So it seems.
because
I
you,
bet you it's gonna be something silly like Robin hired me to look after you to make sure that nobody hurt you. I bet you it's gonna be something stupid like that.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for that. I'll go for that, and that's actually not stupid. So like a private investigator, I don't know, private investigator or somebody just to monitor her. I'll go for that. Um, we heard Robin say that Andy's gonna be terminated indefinitely.
No,
It looks like
no,
my
not terminated.
suspended and
Suspended.
suspended
Was he
indefinitely.
suspended? No, well, on leave. Not
Wait,
voluntary leave, involuntary leave.
but did I hear indefinitely?
Yes, yes. And the partnership offer was rescinded. But I think that the way that they worded it probably means she still gets her check. Not that that's everything, but I think that she would still get her money.
Yeah, and also he was saying that she would be suspended basically immediately versus waiting until next week to get the suspension, because initially he wanted her, to wait a week and then come back in. They would have that conversation, but in actuality, it's like immediately you're suspended. Like, go home, do not collect $200, do not pass go, just go home. And so they could have called her and told her, girl, you about to lose your job for a little while. Just stay home.
Yeah.
The partners wasn't having it because she thought she was Queen Bee. She thought she was Queen Bee. They had a conversation like she said, "What? Oh no, this is happening today. Why is she
Yeah.
here?" The place to look at
Yeah.
her behind. They were like, who she is?
Yeah.
She should be lucky to be here. You little monkey. You but, but that's how some of them think. Them old, old heads who've been around for a long time. You know, um, that I hope my vision comes to surface. This is so cool. It's not. I hate to see somebody lose their job potentially, but how long does she continue to collect the check while not working? I don't know. Um,
But she's
I
got money, so she won't really need to move in with anybody for a while, because at
And
some
that
point
penthouse is paid for.
they had to give her $1 million
um,
or $3 million
It was
or
a
something
million.
like
Yeah,
that.
she had $1 million signing bonus, and she got paid. From what I remember, it was a six. I think they said it was a six-figure a year job, but she got $1 million signing bonus.
I need something to happen. I need Tyler Perry to make some magic, like some back taxes. Some back taxes weren't paid on that place or something, and it gets snatched back. I need something to happen to bring her back to reality. That's what I need because I feel like her whole life she's been treated like she was on a pedestal. You know, I need her to get down to reality. That's what I need. And this
Mm.
is they going in the right direction with her. What else did we see? Her getting suspended. We didn't see Maurice in this episode, thank God.
Danny
Um,
attack.
Danny had a heart attack. So the stress, do you think the stress was health related? Was it health, stress, or lack of not vaping? I guess that's part of stress. It all got to her. What do we think led up to her heart attack?
Well, it probably won't end up being a heart attack, but it's probably stress.
Like anxiety, like a panic attack or something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you that's all it's gonna end up being.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
mean,
thinking too.
those could
That'll
be.
make you feel like you're having a heart attack if you have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Everything is heavy. So I think it's her, whatever that argument was and whatever was going through her mind between her and Tony at that time, that whole stress and everything else,
Mm.
yeah, it caused her to go into a bit of a panic attack.
Which cycles back to my original statement. She needs to keep on vaping. Yeah, she can lay off the alcohol a little bit, but to keep on. But that's her zen. She is
She
not
took
meant to
she
be.
took a hit of vape and then she started feeling on her chest.
That's true, but it was too late. The effects ain't get a chance to go through. I mean, that's what I think. The effect she had just vaped, she didn't get it. The effects of the weed didn't get a chance to get in her body because she had stopped, from
That's
what I
true.
understand. And I just feel like certain people are not meant to be in a leadership role. She's trying to go on for that leadership. That's more stress. You can't handle everyday life. So what makes you think you can handle more stress at work? Like I say, she was fine just being a worker, be at work, probably not a lot of stress. She needs to continue to do that. But she definitely does not need to be in a relationship. She shouldn't be trying to do that leadership program. She needs to step back from that. Um, yeah, no relationship, no leadership program. What do you guys think about that with Danny? Do you think she should continue to be in a leadership program and date?
I mean, I think she still don't want it. So no, she shouldn't be.
Well, that's even
No.
worse that she doesn't want it.
Yeah, I don't think she needs it. I understand the doctor's stance on it, thinking that it'll kind of help keep her occupied. But I think Danny at this point really just needs some inpatient care. Like she needs to go and just sit in everything that she's going through. Not just it's up to you to go back and forth to the doctor or hope that the doctor will have the opportunity to just make a house call. Like I think she really needs, even if it's a month, and it's not rehab, it's just like reprogramming, processing everything that you've dealt with, and kind of figuring out how to work through it all. Because her trying to do it on her own with the minimum amount of help from the doctor that she's allowed the doctor to give her, she needs a break. She needs a break.
Mm,
I'll agree. I'll
yeah.
agree. That's all I got. Did we see anything else in that cliffhanger? That was about it, right?
No, they
Let's
just
see.
yeah, that cliffhanger was very short. The going into labor possibly was the
Oh
most
yeah.
Oh
the
yeah.
thing about that. That was what we got from that.
What do you think? And I saw like a little moment where Karen seemed to be triggered, but I'm pretty sure that got cascaded out once she went into labor.
Yeah,
What
nothing
do you think
mattered
she
at
got
that point.
triggered about? I'm saying, what do you think she got triggered by? Just thoughts, because she was kind of like both of y'all knock on something, but I'm trying to see what she was so upset about. What do you guys think she was upset about?
Probably any pushback to anything she was saying right there.
Well, it seemed as though Fatima was on her side, kind of siding with her, but I don't know, Fatima like to flip flop sometimes. So
Well, I mean, well, on top right, during that time, Fatima was like, well, you could have text or called. So
yeah, she was trying.
she ain't gonna take it the whole way. But you're right. But none of that's gonna matter when she says she's in labor. It's gonna be hysterical. So Fatima and Zach are gonna be there for the delivery of the baby. It's funny.
Right, they're gonna do it like 80 sitcom style. Like get some hot towels, get some hot water. Take hot water.
Knowing Zach, he probably already Googled how to deliver a baby. Knowing him, the way he's been moving, um, what would be ideal for that relationship? Why don't they all just get this one big Airbnb or house or whatever? Zach is on one corner, Aaron's on the other corner or other quarters of the house. Karen's in the middle, Fatima over there with Zach, and whenever the babies cry, just run to the babies. That would be like the ideal parenting relationship, especially with twins with two different baby daddies.
Uh,
Yeah, I
So
mean Tyler Perry could back
for
then.
one, for one, how long would they be in this Airbnb like slash duplex? I guess.
Just
How
six
long?
months.
How long? 6 months. So were
Six
they all
months
staying in this
just for both
duplex?
babies to bond with their prospective fathers.
So like a huge house, like maybe what three bedroom, and it has a huge common room that everybody can so something like a setup like that.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Oh, all right, I got to come up with a title for that. Okay.
I need you to
Wow,
be the
I got to
executive
name it.
producer.
What we gonna name it? Well, what's the name of it? So it's gonna be starring what, Karen,
All
Fatima,
the
Zach,
all
Aaron.
the part twos featuring Karen and Zach. I don't know. You don't
Call it
get me that.
Oh,
Six's company.
people not gonna like that if it's starring Karen and Zach. They gonna be pissed off. Oh Jesus.
They might show her a little bit of love after she did such an amazing job on that TP film. I think they might show her a little love, a little grace.
Yeah, I
I
need
just
to
hope
see
nothing
that.
happens to either one of those babies because I don't want to see a sad situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
and it's happened before. Like I remember when on the Have and the Have Nots when the baby, well, the little boy got killed, and I just knew that that wasn't going to be real. Like I just knew that they were going to come back from that, and he was going to have just been fine. No, he was dead.
Had a funeral and all.
And I think they even didn't they do a baby death on If Loving You Was Wrong too, or not? Maybe not. But you're right. They had the funeral on. So it's not beyond the Tyler Perry world to have miscarriages or deaths or those. I mean, kids, they're not off limits.
Right.
Um. Oh, what I was gonna say about Rich. It seems like his specimen. Something was wrong with his sperm sample, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we think he's unable to have kids now? Big monkey wrench in the plan. So would that be something? And if that's the case, he's going to be not attractive to Sabrina anymore because she is baby bound. She gonna
Yeah.
drop him
She'll have
like
to go back to the. She's gonna have to make up with the original. Because we haven't seen him, we haven't talked about him. Because you were talking about how she just dismissed him. She's gonna have to go back. That's gonna be interesting.
And he's gonna lose his way of controlling her too, because technically they were really only together because she thought that he can give her the babies that she wants,
Mhm.
and now that and the only reason he wanted to give her those babies is because he didn't want her getting it from someone else.
Mhm.
So it's a lot. A lot is about to change if that is the case.
Mhm.
Do you think Rich already knew he couldn't have kids? Hence the reason why he was so adamant about not having kids, or like he was just so firm on not. In there are people out there like that, but in his situation, he was just really firm on not having kids, and I was wondering why. But this was kind of like he was really real firm on it. But if he kind of already knew, that would make sense. So do you guys think that he already knew he couldn't have kids?
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't know.
possibility.
Yeah.
You can't just be out here shooting up the club and you never popped up with a baby. Something can't be right. Like something had to already be, kind of tainted in that area. So he could have known it. And again, he probably never could have never been somebody never would have, asked him to get tested or for any situation like what Sabrina did. So I hope he didn't just know and it's like playing the mind game with her. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, that's messed up because he literally
Right.
stopped the other thing from going down.
Right.
That's messed
Mm-hmm.
up.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else got anything going on? Any projects?
Nothing here.
Pika?
Um, well, since it's still gonna be, well, I don't know when this is gonna actually be put out there, but I will be doing a Christmas compilation, just talking about 5 of my favorite Christmas movies, films, whatever the case may be. I'll stream it tonight. It'll be available all through the weekend. Just something for the holidays, because I do love the holidays. And Zatima is coming back tonight or tomorrow. So I'll be recapping Zatima, and yeah, Christmas night. Well, tomorrow, the 26th. Zatima. Definitely still talking about Dexter. And Jeff, you gotta let me know your thoughts. I seen your video, but you gotta let me know your thoughts on Dexter, because Dexter Origins is a fool right now, like already. Just by
We
me.
gotta okay. All right, so boom, we gotta set up a time to talk Dexter because I've we gotta set up a time because Daryl, I know you've been busy, but you back now. Think we gotta set up a time. I'm like, because Sir Daryl, you haven't seen anything, right?
Mm-mm. No, I haven't.
Okay, so you gotta catch up if we're gonna do a review. I'm where do I stand? I'm liking what I see so far. Still in the beginning stages. Um, it's a lot of things I didn't like that Harry, a lot of things that Harry kind of got into motion that I didn't like. Like, okay, with Dexter's first kill, it was the nurse, if I'm not mistaken. Harry was in the hospital, Sir Darrell, and the nurse was actually poisoning him just randomly. Well, just one of them random serial killers. So she was randomly poisoning him. Dexter found out. Dexter kind of went up to Harry, was like, "Listen, don't let her give you anything. She's poisoning you." And Harry just kind of gave him the go ahead to like stop her. He didn't say like, "Don't let her give this to me." He just said, "Stop her," giving him the go ahead to be a freaking monster. That's what I got out of that. He kind of set this up into place. Now, okay, boom. Uh, Dexter goes ahead and kills her in the classic Dexter way. It was his first time. He was kind of bumbly doing it. So Harry kind of asks the after he gets out of the hospital, like, okay, how did you take care of this? Well, what happened? He goes, oh, I dropped her off at Alligator Alley. Now, yes, the alligator will eat just about anything, but there's gonna be a skull left. There's gonna be freaking clothes. Harry didn't do any follow-up questions like, what? That's what you just left the body there? You didn't let's go down there and see if there's any jewelry or anything left. He didn't do any follow-up like that. So he just kind of left it up to Dexter, which was kind of wonky, knowing that this was his first kill. And I Harry kind of, I don't know if he kind of got upset. He just kind of looked shocked and appalled. Um, Tika, what did you think about that when he killed the nurse?
I was thinking it was an acknowledgement that he has just fed into this new monster. Like he'd been trying to suppress it by taking him deer hunting and those things to kill something. But he knew that that wasn't enough. I don't, and he just, it's like he cried. He literally broke down when Dexter told him that he did it. So emotionally, I don't know if he wanted him to do it, but he didn't want him to do it, because now he's got to figure out a way to keep covering for Dexter. That's where I was thinking about it. I could be, of course, off track, but he has a monster. He got to acknowledge he got a monster in his home. So
He's got a monster. Like Dexter kept some
Wait,
earrings of his first.
we're doing the review now, and we haven't even
I'm the no, hold on, no, you behind. I'm not gonna go too far in it, but you said that you was gonna watch it.
I
You already
am.
3 episodes
I
behind.
know, but
You
but
already three.
you are doing the
I'm
review now.
listen. I listen. This is so good. It's fattening. Okay, it's so good. Listen, I'm not gonna spoil it too much for you, but I'm just saying. So Dexter kept a souvenir, Tika.
yeah,
I'm ticked off when he told Harry about it, Harry was just like, fix it. I'm thinking Harry, as the father, needs to go in and march into this girl. You need to give me these earrings, you know, and that's that. Get rid of them. You once again, you leave it up to Dexter to handle this massive situation. You know, um, Dexter gets starts work. You already know that Dexter started working, working with Harry. So that's that's no secret. He, I feel like Harry should have left him on the track of being a surgeon. Yes, Dexter's issue was there was no blood because he was training, he was working on the corpse. But in real life, as a surgeon, you will get freaking blood. You will get, you know. I feel like
Right.
Harry, as the father, should have been like, no, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing because I say so, you know. And I guarantee you, if he would have become a surgeon, there's lots of blood as a surgeon. I don't care what you say. There's lots of blood as a surgeon, a real surgeon. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm not trying to spoil it for you, Sir Daryl, but you need to catch up because we've been said we were gonna do these reviews.
Even if I was caught up, if I started talking about another show, and I have before, you always start yelling at me and reminding me that that's not what we're here to
That's a
review.
lie.
Yes, no, it's
That's
not.
a lie.
It
That's a
is.
lie.
That is
You
absolutely
trying to tell me I stop you? You trying to tell me I stop you from talking about a show?
yes.
Because you never be up on before me. That's a lie right there. Because I always be ahead of game. So you can stop that right now.
Right.
That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for coming on the platform and joining me for all these antics. Tiki, you've been amazing like always. Thank you, thank you,
As
thank you,
always,
thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you for having me. I
Guys,
appreciate it. Sure.
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
And we will be back. I think we got some more stuff. We got Zatima. We got to do that. We got to set up time to do Zatima too, and that's happening tonight. The show's coming out tonight.
Yeah.
So we got to set some. I think both of y'all say y'all free all this week, right?
Yeah. This is a easy week for me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
Yeah.
gonna set that up to review the Tema. I'm definitely gonna watch it tomorrow because I want to give a thorough review when we decide to watch it. So the team, I'm gonna have to watch that ahead of time. Just it needs a little more attention for me.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you guys. Laters.
All right. See
All
you,
right.
everybody.
Have a great
Mhm.
night.